Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Phoenix 198720 here to bring you my review on Mortal Kombat 11 for the Nintendo Switch. I'm going to say straight off the bat that I have not played a Mortal Kombat game since the N64 days. So that's a good 25 years ago. And I've always known and played Mortal Kombat knowing that it was nothing but an arcade style fighting game. So when I put this game into my Switch, I was shocked on how well this game looked, how big and different this game was, and the story mode. And when I first plopped in the story mode, there was characters in it I had no idea who they were because I've never heard of them. Again, 25 years without playing any Mortal Kombat game is gone. If they add new characters, you're not going to even have a chance of knowing who they are. So and like I said, I didn't know who they were, so I was really awesome with how they were doing things and how they presented the story mode, because you got a quick history of what the new characters were about and how the story was running, and I seen that it was really, really cool, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the story, in my opinion, was really, really well done. And that it's a good story, and that's including the DLC Aftermath as well. I can't say nothing wrong with it. And that's what I mean. The story was really good if you're a Mortal Kombat fan or non-Mortal Kombat fan. One thing I will say on my next point is the controls. The controls are exactly the same like it was if you were playing an arcade game. If you played it on the older consoles, they're like, when I picked up the controllers, I knew what to do because everything was pretty much exactly the same. So the controls are very easy. It's knowing your combinations. And once you get your combinations down, they're not as hard as what people think they are. And I'm not even pussyfoot around that. They're pretty much exactly the same. Like I said, once you get those combos down, it pretty much same, and which is awesome. Especially, it makes it nice and easier for new people that get into the series. But also at the same time, veterans who've been playing a lot longer, all they gotta do is pick up and go. They don't have to look at everything, and the same as noobs when they start. Once they get it, it's just go, go, go. It's all the same. So that's a good thing, at least in my opinion. The music for this game, I find the music fits really well overall, and that's an excellent thing, because if you don't have a good music for the good game, you lose your you lose your audience right away. So the music has to be as good as it can be. So it is what it is, and it is what it is. And now I'm going to be jumping over and talking about the graphics, and a lot of people are actually scared when I talk about the graphics. Like I said at the beginning of this, I grew up on this as an arcade game. So coming into this game, my graphic expectations were never as high as, I don't know, somebody that started out on the PS4, PS5, where graphics made. It's an arcade fighter. Graphics are not that important. Is the cutscenes great? Yeah, I've seen the cutscenes really good. Do I think that they have... fucking ramble. Do I find that the game is missing any assets? No. Could they be a lot more cleaner than what people want it to be? Possibly. But you never know. You don't know with this style of game. Overall, could it be more smooth and sharp? Do I notice that, okay, that those graphics look out of place because of A, B, or Z? Yeah, I'm not gonna say there's not. But at the same time, it's a fighter. It's an arcade fighter. So graphics for me didn't mean much. As long as I can see the character, I don't care on the cutscenes of this game that they're not realistic as realistic could be, because it doesn't bother me like it does a lot of people. And I thought the graphics for this was actually really good. I thought it was really well done. And just because I know what it is for this game to be. This is an arcade game, so I'm not. Am I a big fan of graphics overall? No, the graphics look nice, and that's all it ever did. Was the graphics look really, really nice. But like I stated, it's not what this game is. This is a fighter. This arcade style. You beat the hell out. You get fatalities, and you get all that fun jazz. It's not like I'm playing, I don't know, let's say Spider-Man game, because the Spider-Man graphics are pretty darn good in that game. The Avengers game, the graphics weren't as good as the Spider-Man game, but it is what it is, and it is what it's gonna be. You're gonna have people love the game for itself. You're gonna have people gonna hate on the game because the graphics ain't, 100% fresh. And you're gonna have people that say this gonna bounce, but you're gonna have different crowds for different type of games. If you're into a fighting game, arcade style, this game is perfect. If you want the realistic, that I can see the sweat run down your face and the whisker hair move, then you're not gonna like it. And that's the great thing about games. What somebody loves may not be what the next person loves. And what somebody hates could be what the next person loves. So overall, I think this game is really well. I give it a 7.1 out of 10 on my personal thing. And again, this is arcade style fighting game. It's very easy and simple. Depending on the type of person you are, I would say I recommend this for 10 and up. But if you teach your kids and you parent your kids correctly, and they don't get nightmares, you probably let 6-year-olds play. But I'm not saying let your 6-year-old play. I'm saying be the parent, and if you think your kid can play this, then let the kid play it. If you don't think it's right for them to play it, then don't let them play. But it comes down to the parent and all. But the game is rated M for mature, so it comes down to what you as a parent. Anybody wants to play it, they can, and I'm not saying they can't. It's arcade. If this was back in the early 90s and you took your kids to the arcade, yes, they'd probably be playing this game, because this is a fun game. Is it violent as hell? Oh yeah, that's not even gonna even deal with that. It is a very violent game, but you're the parent. I'm not your kid's parent. What I suggest that could be played at, that's all down to you guys. You don't want to so that's up to you guys. Like I said, anybody can play this arcade style game. It is very violent. No different than what kids today see on their tablets, smartphones, internet. So if you're mad about a little bit of violence in a video game, be the parent. Don't be an idiot. Without further ado, I hope you guys do like my videos and share this with all your friends and family. If you're not one of my subscribers, hit that subscribe bell and then hit the notification bell right behind it so you can stay up to date with my latest videos. And drop me down a comment below. The good, the bad, the ugly, it's all good to me. Without further ado, this is Phoenix 1987-20 saying I hope you guys have a good morning, a good evening, good afternoon. Peace.